And the things one thing I'm profuse about is the water that goes into my body, because I know we need to drink a lot of it.
It perplexes me when you're drinking 2 litres of Coke.
Well, I still manage to pack away about 5 to 10 litres of water a day. So
a day?
Yeah, a day.
Sure, that's unhealthy. You can have too much water.
I don't think you can.
You can. You can die.
No,
you can die if you
and I'm
literally
not
have
being
too
specific.
much.
I'm not going to get into
specifics. But I only read the other day that
I think
people are drinking too much water.
when it's hot, you need to keep yourself hydrated. But
Not
hydrated
with water. You need some sugars. You need some electrolytes.
Do you realise? Who told you that?
Well, I read it earlier.
There we go. Look, like me, all you know is what you've been told.
And like
Right,
you,
so now I
you're
test
now
things
listening
for
to
myself.
someone else.
No, I'm listening to myself.
It makes
That's
sense
you
if
making
you're
an
sweating.
assumption.
If you're sweating, you're sweating.
Who have I quoted?
It's
so
obvious.
Oh, look.
And I'm someone who went on the Concorde in 1989 and went to 63,000 feet on the Concorde, a supersonic
I've been on
flight.
Concorde too, my friend.
You've been on Concorde, so you know what I'm talking about. And you can see a curvature of the Earth.
Can't see a curvature from Concorde.
Yes, you can.
I got pictures, so no curve. No curve.
So you're going to tell me
No
no British
curve.
Airways pilot also
No
will ever
curve.
confirm he's seen the
There's loads of pilots that have confirmed there's no curve,
Well, my
so...
pilots I was with at that day in 1989, Prue told me that, and I could see the curvature of the Earth in
You're
front of me.
angry though, aren't you? You're angry, like, you're angry. You're not a happy person.
Flat
bro.
Earth people are always angry because
I'm
you know
not.
what? Because their
I'm
argument
calm,
is
bro.
dead. Your
What's
argument
funny
dead,
is
that's
how
why you
you're
get
the
annoyed.
most triggered people around here. Oh, I love it. Look. Unhappy. Not happy. Negative energy, brother. I can feel it off of you. I'm not phased at all. I'm not in a belief system. You are. You are. You're in a belief system. You're right, and I'm telling you, you're wrong, bruv. You're in a belief
I'll tell you
system.
why I'm not wrong.
Deluded.
Could you
You're
show me the helium
deluded,
balloons
bruv.
then,
You're
20 miles out?
deluded. Deluded.
Do you know what it is with you people? You don't bring them.
Here just arrived.
No, I think we've been here for about an hour now.
Hi guys,
Eco Dave,
here.
man.
We want to get onto it today, so
He's here to
Check-
tell the people the truth.
yeah, check it out. Keep checking the vids and do your research.
That's it.
Do your research. You can't make statements without doing your research.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Correct. He's well said. Well said. And that's all we're asking people to do, you know. Go and do the research for yourself. Yeah. Don't take our word for it. Don't take our word for it. Yeah.
Why is it not bringing that here to show us now?
I'm gonna let you hear what's going on.
Something factual come through there.
Let's assume we don't ignore him.
I want proof, mate. Right, proof of God. Where is it?
This is my point.
I mean, God's
Ignore
not there
him.
either.
Okay, you're upset with him.
I mean, God's not there either. So,
Can you prove there's satellite?
We do on communication, 90% of internet communications.
we don't get it through a satellite system. It's basically between transmitter and satellite system.
So you reckon 90% of the internet traffic is through satellites?
Okay, I'm going to come down
Is
for a
that a
minute and ask you a
statement? Is that a
question.
statement?
I'll
No,
make this a debate.
you just said that. Yeah, you just said that.
Do you believe they're helium
No,
balloons?
you just said that.
No, please don't use him. You're
You
not
just said that.
answering.
No, stick with what we were talking about.
I don't understand on your side.
Yeah, 90%. You said 90% of internet traffic is via satellites.
I'll give it to her, darling.
It's not. Underground cable. It's undersea cables.
I just said it's a mixture of
No,
satellite
you said satellites.
and
Oh, he's changing his tune.
technology.
It's documented.
Hi. Oh my gosh, my darling. Oh, look at you. Oh, my Sidi. Huh? Hey. We've got about 50 odd people in the hangout.
Karen.
Yeah, man. Karen's there.
Hey,
We've
nice.
got Midnight Gardener. We've got Richie B. We've got
Kennedy Walker.
I think we've got a few
You are
trolls.
trolls, stupid.
Yeah, we've got trolls.
These two, yeah, they get paid for it.
We've got real life trolls. We've got trolls in the chat room.
Hi from Bilu, everybody. I had to say that.
No, it's all good.
Bilu told me.
Aww.
He was in the bushes over there.
Man might have been in the bushes, you get me. Loving it.
The globe has never been circumnavigated north to south. Now, why haven't they done that? We're in the, why haven't they done that? Hang on.
Do you want to get rid of
Yeah,
this?
get another one.
Go for it, cool.
Okay.
And the reasons for that is because they can't do it, basically. Yeah. All images of Earth, all images of Earth from space are all CGI cartoon.
Okay. Right about now, we've got Dave. Dave is right there. We've got Sidi, Sidi Karachi, I think his name is online. He's there. And then we've got Dave there in the blue hat, that guy with the blue hat and the shades. His name's Dave as well. And the guy he's talking to, he agrees that the Earth is not a globe. And then we've got Eco Dave here. Give me one sec. Let me let you see what Dave's saying.
And you can actually have little debates in your classroom with your school buddies.
What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
No, I think you guys have a point, really. 'Cause,
Yeah?
like, you know what?
Are you am I okay to film you?
No.
No? Can I just mic? Is it okay to have audio, yeah? No worries. It's better to ask than to just film people and assume, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I do think that you guys have a point, you know, because like we don't experience the spherical nature of Earth on a human level. So I do think,
Awesome.
definitely
Awesome.
you guys have a point.
It's really encouraging to hear that other human beings definitely critically think for themselves.
No, but then
you
I
know?
also think, you know, pictures we see of other planets like Mars and I think that also we only see one side of it. I think they're probably just like a round shape, like a flat but round, like a 2p piece, for
Yeah,
example.
flat like a round plate.
Yeah, like a plate, like a 2p piece Mars and
That's
a 2p
it.
piece Sun,
That's it.
and even like, you know, Jupiter is probably just like a 2p piece or something.
Yeah.
Now, we only
So
see one
far,
side of it.
all I'm thinking is that they're luminaries. So far, I'm just thinking luminaries,
What do you mean by luminary?
as in not
shining?
non-solid objects altogether. Have you
Non-solid
thought-
altogether. Okay. Fair enough. Now, I think they are solid, but I think it's probably just flat and round as opposed to actually spherical.
Spherical, yeah. I think that's the main conjecture. What I'm hearing is that when people do tend to pertain to disagree with the globe theory, that the one thing that they can say is no, it's something's flat. It's not quite sure. I myself don't have a model. I haven't got an example, but I definitely feel I know I'm not on that anymore.
And you'll see this guy.
That's for sure.
So boats going over the supposed curve, but we can bring that ship back, and that's been done many times. But there's so many.
Good.
It does feel good.
It feels good, man. It feels good.
Actually, I've just met a gentleman that was dead against it a couple of weeks ago, and he started to investigate himself and is gradually coming on board. He's got the similar questions that we have. So yeah, I'm just made up for the man.
See?
Let the word spread.
Human interaction is winning.
Exactly.
It's winning.
Yeah.
Coming out onto the streets and talking to people for real.
That's it.
It's word is born, man.
That's
word
it.
is born. Word of mouth.
And there's no going back once you're there.
That's it.
That's it. You
That's
can't do it.
That's it. Once you're there, you're there. All right, I'm gonna go and grab a drink and then I'll be back.
Take
yeah.
care.
All right, darling. You can see me, yeah. Okay. I'm not like a weather person now. Lee. People really have a fucking issue with being filmed now. Like even just a couple of weeks ago, the same issue wasn't there with people. They're pissed at being filmed. Especially if they've got a viewpoint. They don't want to be filmed.
I like to go into models, but there are models that state that the Earth and the Moon are a lot closer to Earth and a lot smaller. It doesn't illuminate up the whole Earth, it illuminates up part of it as it goes round. But I don't know that for a fact.
It's not a fact.
I don't know that for a fact. But it makes a lot more sense to me than living on a ball with water going around it.
If the Earth is flat, does that mean there is no equator?
Yes, there is an equator.
There's a equator.
It's a circle, an inner circle. It's in the middle.
Is it a circle or not a circle?
I don't know if it's a circle.
The north is warmer than the south, anything. The north is warmer than the south.
There be a lunar eclipse or anything like that if the world was flat. The world would have to be.
Yeah, but I would ask you, can you prove it's the Earth that's causing that shadow of the moon?
No, but we can see it from here in the sky that there's been a change.
Yes, you can, yes. But how do you know there's nothing else that's projecting itself on the moon? How do you know that's Earth that's doing it?
Because it happens at certain times, depending on where.
But could an advanced intelligence system not create that? Could an advanced intelligent system not create that?
Sorry, yeah. I'm doing my best here, guys. Sorry. Thanks, Jason.
Let's say that science should be proving on Tesla. Do we accept that premise? Well, yeah, the theory should be 32 miles up. Let's say that the man could change it.
Okay, I'm just going to retreat for a second into the shade.
52 million flying planes, $19.1 billion every year. Now all they're giving back is CGI and
Awesome, Jason. Really pleased to hear that.
in NASA, he said they have to be CGI, because they don't have any other way of imaging it. Yeah, check out Robert Simmons on you can check him online basically, and he says all the images from NASA are all CGI, and they have to be. There's only one image of the Earth from space, and I just mentioned that was taken on the supposed mission in the 60s, and that was basically a doctored image. Bart Subrel. A funny thing happened on the way to the moon. You can check it and how it was done.
So what's that live of the Earth? That live showing the Earth around and it's live.
Or supposedly up there. It seems
it's on a simulation. Or
it's a simulate AR, augmented reality studio.
It's not an original.
Yeah, because it's even on those so-called images you see of video from the so-called from the ISS. The clouds aren't even morphing. The clouds are all stamped onto the image. And it seems if you looked at Tesla's recent, with Elon Musk sending that car into space, which is ridiculous, that was actually filmed in a studio, and you can see the footage of them filming the car in the studio as a manufactured image to fool everybody. They put a car in space.
You're right, darling. You cool? I'm going to try and let you hear Harry a bit more, guys, with the mic, yeah? Yeah, it is definitely Jason. It's getting busy now. Try and give you an aerial shot. Put my arm up and you might be able to see. Yeah, there's quite a few people here now.
Completely flat.
Completely flat. 360.
Why is that one?
One at a time, please.
Why is that one reliable and that one?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Question it. But we're just giving you something contradicting what you would give us. That there's amateur balloon footage, 21 miles high, with a 360 camera view. And they take a GoPro camera and they take a wide angle camera. The GoPro shows the curve and the wide angle shows a complete flat horizon.
360.
There's footage of that, you can see yourself.
You just said
There's footage on YouTube, you can see that.
Photos we've been told are lies, but what about the photos that you just showed?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I can't believe anything from that photo because you're saying what I've learned previously is fake from the photo.
We're just giving you something you can see on both sides.
Well, that's what they're showing me also. When I was
There's still contradictory information that you've already believed.
Yeah.
So we should look at both parts to be informed. So we should cross-reference both bits of information.
With different lenses, they've showed you both sides.
Yeah, how to get the photo.
NASA used fisheye lenses which curved on the horizon.
That's from NASA?
That's using the fisheye lens to distort the horizon.
Yep. You can zoom in over 40 miles.
Yes.
You can zoom in. Dave Marsh has just done it yesterday. You can zoom in over 40 miles, which on the Pythagorean theorem doesn't work.
See those two pictures of America? Are they the same size?
No, it's from farther away. Yeah, it's from farther away.
Now, why did you say that straight away?
Why
They're from the same distance.
I've got a question. Why isn't Mars flat?
Because these are official NASA photographs. Well, they state they are.
Excuse me. Why isn't Mars flat then?
They state they are. Now, the guy who creates these tells you they're not photographs.
Why
They're
Mars
Photoshop. The guy who creates them.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be other?
You can listen to him on the radio. He states they're Photoshop. He takes a photograph at high altitude. That's it.
So on NASA, if you look at images of Mars and Venus and Jupiter, if you look at the bottom right-hand corner of those images on NASA, JPL, British Space Agency, European Space Agency, Chinese Space Agency, in the right-hand corner of the screen it says composite image.
Okay, so then how would you explain? Yeah, like how would you explain during an eclipse?
Unfortunately, I'm not an expert at everything. I wish I could explain that. Yeah, an eclipse for me wouldn't be definitive proof because the only thing I know about eclipses is what I've been told in the education system, which I'm not sure I buy into. So again, I'm kind of disillusioned by the things that I've been taught, and unless I can question them, observe them, and measurably prove them for myself, I'm inclined to kind of not go with a belief system because I don't want to live in a belief system. So for me, all I can do is credibly tell you what I've been taught about an eclipse. But what we're taught about eclipses and what people who have been tracking the moon for years have proved beyond reasonable doubt that the moon is a luminary, that we've never landed on it, and B, that we live on a flat plane of existence. So, well, Buzz Aldrin himself admitted it. So, what does that say? He's supposedly one of the 24. I mean, out of since we've gone to space, only just over 20 odd people have gone to out of low Earth orbit. One of those people has already stated that they didn't go.
Who was this person?
Buzz Aldrin. Okay, taken out of context, quote unquote. Don Pettit, okay, said that NASA destroyed the technology to go to the moon, and I quote, it would be a painful process to build it back again. Okay, that for me is not definitive proof, but all of these things have a conjunction with me, because if it was so easily provable and we really did go there, then none of these things would be in question. And I normally find excuses where lies have been told, if that makes sense. So, you know.
What does NASA gain?
They gain $52 million a day for a start. That's a lot of money. Okay? And for Britain, Britain gets £1.16 million a day from the UK taxpayers. And I myself donate to food trusts because we have working class families that don't earn enough to feed and clothe themselves, you know. So I'm coming from an ethical standpoint, if you understand where I'm coming from. I don't buy into what the education system's giving us. I'm not a flat earther, I'm a globalist denier. I'm not really for the Trilateral Commission. I'm not really for the Antarctic Treaty, which has been in place from the 50s, where we have a WWF situation going on with the governments, where in public they're fighting, but behind they're friends. You know, they've had the Antarctic Treaty in place since the 50s. They've all agreed to not monetize Antarctica. They've all agreed that without expressive military permission, you may not see the coast of Antarctica without permission. To me, how can they all agree on that? But yet we've got immigrants landing in Italy, immigrants landing in Spain, where they're forced out of their country. We've got forest fires that are forgetting to burn the forest. So we have conjecture where we have proof that the mainstream media gives us a narrative of things that are not particularly true. So for me, yeah. So for me, I'm like when you see smoke, there's normally fire, right? And so for me, the Antarctic Treaty can't be easily explained. Why can't these world governments agree to disagree on the fact that they completely agree on the fact that we don't want anyone in Antarctica, we don't want anyone looking at Antarctica, let's just rub that under the carpet and not talk about it. No, there is. I have as well. I've also had an interview with an Antarctic explorer who confirmed that for me.
You can see the beginning of the penguins, and that's it.
Yeah.
You absolutely can go. I have a friend that's done research down in
You can't get to see the penguins.
There is protocols that every country must follow when the citizens of that country goes to Antarctica. It's on my channel. His name's Ben. He's an Antarctic explorer, and he confirms that those things are very real. And any civilian or citizen has to have permission. Paperwork has to go through. Even the government representatives have to have paperwork to go through. So me and you can't just freelance go there by ourselves, which for me is conjecture. Again, why do we have this big hoo-ha about, you know, when you're first shown the globe at school, what is attaching the globe at the bottom, covering Antarctica? The axis that it sits on. So straight away in a classroom you're shown all the equatory bits of the globe, but not really paid too much attention about down here. So again, for me, it's not about screaming from the rooftops about just flat Earth. There's a lot of other things.
Nobody's ever navigating north to south.
I totally disagree with you. I have a friend that has gone from one.
They've gone from the North Pole to the Antarctic Ring. They've gone along and gone back up, and they have not circumnavigated the globe.
And nobody's going in the straight line. And nobody's going in the straight line.
You actually trace the route. No, just look for yourself, my darling, please. Take 20 minutes out of your day and look for yourself. What you will find is you're given a contrived narrative which just about scrapes the minimal basis of what you would have to say, which is going from the most northern part of the hemisphere down, along and back up, which is not circumnavigating.
Not in a straight line, Roxanne. In a straight line, you can't go in a straight line, unlimited.
Yeah.
You can't.
If you forgive me, I'm going to go and get a juice, but thank you so much for talking to me.
You're 5 years old, you basically get taught and you just accept it because you don't have any critical thinking knowledge. Only when you become an adult you can actually start gaining critical thinking and doing your own research and checking online, seeing things like, Eric Debate, 200 proofs we don't live on a spinning ball, and there's tons of stuff out there. And it seems to point to the fact that even all the religious texts and all the ancient tribes and ancient cultures all point in the same direction, that we're living on a stationary level plane. The Bible, the Torah, the Quran, all of them.
Not the Bible. Not the Bible.
Please. It does. The Bible actually says we live on the stations under a firmament. So do your research, yeah?
I think it says it more than 70 times.
So stationary, non-movement, and it just stationary. Yeah. It's always level.
Yeah.
Water cannot conform to the exterior of objects. Yeah. So how can water stick to a globe? Basically, it's just ridiculous. So yeah.
Because electromagnetic.
No, I agree with electromagnetic energy as far as maybe this system, yeah, but not water cannot be poured.
People here,
North south.
There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people here. I can see there's a lot of people. I've got like 9% on my phone. Seemingly giving me the charge I need. So just before I go, let me just give you a synopsis of what's going on. Here we start here. Okay, we've got a whole line of people here really enthusiastically talking about it all, yeah? The American family's still here as well. That mum's still here. These two guys are here. We've got the banners. And it's packed, yeah? We're going to be here for a good few more hours, yeah? Just give me 20 minutes to just shut this phone down, yeah? And start charging. One love, everybody. Stay flat and I'll be back shortly.